I'm Michelle with 2 L's.
And I'm Natalie the Red.
And we are Force of Light Entertainment. And today we're back for another first time watching reaction. Yes, we're here to watch a movie that neither one of us have seen. We figured it would be a good time to go back and watch another Alfred Hitchcock movie. We've enjoyed both of the ones we've watched thus far. And we're going to watch, I think it's one of his more famous ones, this and Psycho, The Birds. Yeah, neither one of us have seen it. I don't really know anything about it other than I'm guessing that there's birds in this movie.
I would think so.
I feel that's a safe guess.
I have a strong inclination as well.
I don't know what these birds are going to be doing, but we'll have to see. Before we get started, if you have not yet subscribed to Force of Light Entertainment and you enjoy movie reactions, you enjoy movie reviews, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also give this video a thumbs up. Also ring the notification bell. That way you are notified every time we release another first time watching reaction. Well, without any further ado, let's go ahead and check out Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
For the full unedited reaction, become a member of Force of Light Entertainment's Patreon. The Patreon you should be on every single day.
Starting with bird noises, okay. Oh, there they are.
Rated PG-13. They didn't have PG-13 back then, I didn't think. A lot of bird action.
It is.
Alfred always had blondes, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had a thing for blondes.
Like Quentin Tarantino with feet.
Right, like that.
Oh, hello, Miss Brenner. I was hoping you'd be a little late, but you said 3 o'clock. Oh, I know. They are so difficult to get. We have to get them from India. And he'll talk? Well, no, you'll have to teach him to talk. I guess maybe I'd better phone. They said 3 o'clock. Maybe you'd better deliver him. I'm sure they're on the way.
That was her way of saying, I don't really want to do that. Can you just wait a minute?
It's a very fancy pet shop.
It is.
I wonder if you could help me.
She was like, I can.
I can.
Lovebirds. These are for my sister for her birthday.
Let me see. Here we are. Lovebirds.
Those canaries. Is there an ornithological reason for keeping them in separate cages?
It's to protect the species.
Especially during the molting season. Are they molting now?
Some of them are.
Well, what about the lovebirds?
Are you sure you wouldn't like to see a canary instead?
He just wants a lovebird, lady.
All right, may I see it, please?
Oh.
Back in your gilded cage, Melanie Daniels.
How did you know my name?
I saw you in court. Don't you remember one of your practical jokes that resulted in the smashing of a plate glass window?
Well, you knew I didn't work here.
I recognized you when I came in. Good day, Miss Daniels. See you in court.
Wonder what she's in court for.
I think he said it was a prank she was involved in.
Oh, like how bad was this prank? How devious.
Daily News. Hello, Charlie. I want you to do a favor for me. Find out who owns this license plate. WJH003. Thank you, Charlie. Do you have any lovebirds?
Do you know who this actress is?
Yeah, I think her name is like Teddy Hedren. You know, or Trippy Hedren. You guys told me in the comments she's Melanie Griffith's mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also, fun fact, you know, I sent you pictures of Melanie Griffith with the lions, and that was her with the lions also.
Oh.
She had some.
Is that for Mitch Brenner? He's not home.
Where did he go?
Bodega Bay. He goes there every weekend.
This driving does not sound good. I mean, every time she takes a turn, it sounds like she's wrecked. Those noises, those squeaks. She really wanted to deliver those birds.
I'm looking for a man named Mitchell Brenner. Where does he live?
Right across the bay there.
Where?
He's like, over there.
By the bay.
But where?
See them 2 big trees across there?
Yes.
That's where the Brenners live.
How do I get down there? Is there a back road I can take? It's a surprise, you see.
You could get yourself a boat and cut right across the bay to their dock.
Where would I get a boat?
Wow.
Want me to order one for you?
Well, thank you. I wonder if you can tell me the little girl's name.
Harry, what's the little Brenner girl's name? Alice, ain't it? No, it's Lois. It's Alice.
Well, I need her exact name, you see.
At what point does this guy realize, like, this is a stranger, maybe I shouldn't give up this info?
Yeah.
It's a bit invasive.
Near the top of the hill, you'll see the school. Annie Hayworth, the school teacher, lives.
I think they call this doxing.
Miss Hayworth?
Yes,
The man at the post office sent me. He said you could tell me the name of the little Brenner girl.
Kathy Brenner.
He seemed sure it was either Alice or Lois.
Why the mail never gets delivered to the right place in this town.
Her name's Kathy.
Are you a friend of Mitch's?
No, not really. Well, I'd better be on my way.
This woman's a bit odd.
Yeah.
I mean,
something's a little off. Maybe.
well, just the obsession.
You drive up from San Francisco by the Coast Road?
Yes.
Is that where you met Mitch?
Yes.
What are they?
Lovebirds.
I see.
Everyone's so sketchy.
Well, it sounds like this man is sketchy.
Yeah, she's being a little weird. The man's weird. She's being not forthcoming. Everything's weird.
Do you have a boat for Miss Daniels?
Yes, ma'am.
And she's off.
To surprise the guy she doesn't know.
In a small, unreliable boat.
I feel like this is not going to go well.
What makes you think that?
What is she doing? Like, you don't know this man and you're just going to go into his house? Who is this lady? I guess she said she's a prankster.
She was efficient.
She was. He's like, I like this creepy lady. Just snuck into my house. Why do people drive like maniacs in this movie?
Yeah, it's just a thing to do. I think he's gonna drive right into the water.
She's so pleased with herself. What is that face? Ooh.
You all right?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, you're bleeding, too. Let's take care of that. Come on. What happened? Young lady cut herself.
Helen, get some cotton and antiseptic.
Here. So you're a lawyer.
What are you doing up here?
What kind of law?
Criminal.
Ow.
Oh, sorry. What are you doing up here?
Didn't you see the lovebirds?
Came all this way to bring me those birds.
Bring your sister those birds. She said it was her birthday. Besides, I was coming up anyway.
What for?
To see a friend of mine.
He's like, what friend?
Annie Hayworth.
How do you know Annie?
We went to school together. College.
How long are you staying up here?
The weekend.
I think you came up to see me.
I was coming up anyway. I've already told you that.
Mother, I'd like you to meet Melanie Daniels.
How do you do?
Miss Daniels brought us some birds from San Francisco. As a matter of fact, Miss Daniels is staying up here for the weekend, so I've already invited her for dinner tonight.
You did say birds.
Yes, lovebirds.
Oh, I see.
Why is everyone sketchy in this movie?
What time is dinner, Mother?
7 o'clock, the same as usual.
I'll pick you up. Where are you staying?
With Annie, of course.
7:15?
Annie may have made other plans. I'll have to see. Besides, I can find my own way.
7 o'clock, then.
Maybe.
Oh, hi.
That sign there. Do you suppose I could have the room for just a single night?
Well, all right. Got your bags in the car?
You see, I hadn't planned on staying very long.
Did something unexpected come up?
Yes. May I use your phone? I'd like to call home.
Don't they ever stop migrating?
It's a lot of birds.
Miss Daniels? Oh, they're beautiful. They're just what I wanted.
I don't know if that was the best acting job, but I'll move past it.
We've been out back looking at the chickens. Something seems to be wrong with them.
The chickens won't eat.
I'm pretty sure the mother is a young woman with makeup.
I
on
wonder that
to
when
be old.
I wondered that when I first saw her. I was like, is that really a younger woman?
I think it is.
Fred, that feed you sold me is no good. Well, it's just no good. The chickens won't eat it. No, Fred, they don't seem sick at all. They just won't eat.
He's really invested in this back there.
All right, thanks. He had a call from Don Fawcett a while ago. His chickens won't eat either. He sold Mr. Fawcett a different brand. You don't think they're getting sick, do you, Mitch?
Something's going on.
I still don't understand how you knew I wanted lovebirds.
Your brother told me.
Then you knew Mitch in San Francisco.
No, not exactly.
Mitch knows a lot of people. They're mostly hoods. He spends half his day in the detention cells at the Hall of Justice.
Man, there's a big age gap between
Yeah.
between the two kids. I was thinking that was his daughter at first.
Yeah, me too.
Are you coming to my party tomorrow?
I have to get back to San Francisco.
If you do decide to come, don't say I told you about it. It's supposed to be a surprise party. Oh, won't you come?
It's a lot of pressure.
I don't think so.
Able to find your way back all right?
Oh, yes.
Will I be seeing you again?
San Francisco's a long way from me.
Maybe we could go swimming or something. Mother tells me you like to swim.
How does Mother know what I like to do?
I guess we read the same gossip columns.
Oh, that. I was pushed into that fountain. The newspaper that ran that story happens to be a rival of my father's paper.
Do you really know Annie Hayworth?
No.
You didn't come up here to see her?
No.
Still like to see you.
Why?
I think it might be fun.
It's not good enough now.
It is for me.
Well, not for me.
What do you want?
I want to go through life jumping into fountains naked. Good night.
Still don't really know what she wants out of the situation.
I think she's like interested,
But then not, I don't know. Good gosh. It's a lot of birds.
Miss Daniels, is that you?
Yes.
Would you like some brandy?
If you have some, I'd love it.
Well, how did your evening go? Or would you rather I change the subject?
I think so.
Well, how do you like our little hamlet?
I despise it. Where are you from originally, Annie?
San Francisco.
How did you happen to come up here?
A friend invited me up for a weekend a long time ago.
She said that so disgusted. How did you come out here?
It was Mitch Brenner. I guess you knew that anyway. He's been over and done with a long time ago.
Annie, there's nothing between Mr. Brenner and me.
Maybe there's never been anything between Mitch and any girl.
What do you mean?
I think I'll have some of that. With Lydia. Did she seem a trifle distant? Well, then perhaps things aren't quite so different. You know, her attitude nearly drove me crazy.
What had you done?
Nothing.
Well, what was it?
Lydia liked me. That's the strange part. Now that I'm no longer a threat, we're very good friends.
Why did she object to you? Afraid you'd take Mitch?
Afraid of any woman who would give Mitch the one thing Lydia can give him. Love. You see, she's not afraid of losing Mitch. She's only afraid of being abandoned.
Someone ought to tell her she'd be gaining a daughter.
She already has a daughter.
A much younger daughter.
So it ended. And not right then, of course. We went back to San Francisco, saw each other now and then, but we both knew it was over.
And what are you doing here in Bodega Bay?
I wanted to be near Mitch, and I don't want to lose that friendship.
Interesting.
Hello. No, I wasn't asleep. Yes, just a little while ago. Sure, hold on. It's Mitch. For you.
It's kind of awkward.
Especially after that spiel.
Well, yes.
There's no need to apologize. I can understand. Well, it's very kind of you. No, I'm not angry. Well, I couldn't. I have to get back to San Francisco. No, I wouldn't want to disappoint Kathy, but I see. All right, yes, I'll be there. Good night, Mitch.
Just gets more awkward.
He wants me to go to Kathy's party tomorrow afternoon.
Should be fun. I'll be there, too, to help.
Well, I think I'll go to sleep.
I don't really feel like just being your ex's friend really, helps you in life.
Probably not. Not in most cases.
I mean, when you really like your ex.
If you're still interested.
Yeah.
Do you think I should go?
Oh, that's up to you.
No, it's really up to Lydia, isn't it?
Never mind, Lydia. Do you want to go?
Yeah, you don't know him.
Yes.
Then go.
Thank you, Annie.
Wonder who that can be.
But it's a bird.
Who is it?
Look.
Poor thing. Probably lost his way in the dark.
But it isn't dark, Annie. There's a full moon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Seriously, why do you have to rush off?
Well, I have to get to work tomorrow morning, for one thing.
You have a job?
I have several jobs.
What do you do?
Well, on Mondays and Wednesdays, I work for the Traveler's Aid at the airport. On Tuesdays, I take a course in general semantics at Berkeley. And on Thursdays, I have my meeting and lunch. We're sending a little Korean boy through school. We actually raise money for it. You see, Rome, that entire summer, I did nothing but, well, it was very easy to get lost there. So when I came back, I thought it was time I began, finding something again.
What about Fridays?
They're free. I sometimes go to bird shops on Fridays.
I'm very glad you do.
I have an Aunt Tessa. Mine is very prim and straight-laced. I'm giving her a minor bird when she comes back from Europe. Minor birds talk, you know. Can you see my Aunt Tessa's face?
You need a mother's care, my child.
Not my mother's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What have you got to be sorry about? She ditched us when I was 11 and ran off with some hotel man in the East. You know what a mother's love is.
Yes, I do.
You mean it's better to be ditched?
No, I think it's better to be loved. Don't you ever see her?
I don't know where she is. Maybe I ought to go join the other children.
1, 2, 3. There you go.
She's watching intently. That mom's watching intently, too.
Look!
Oh. Oh gosh. It's going to take her away. I think you need a baseball bat in this situation.
Have they gone, Mitch?
I think so.
Is anyone hurt?
Well, Jenny got a scratch down her cheek, but it's nothing.
Mitch, this isn't usual, is it? The gull when I was in the boat yesterday, the one at Annie's last night, and now...
Last night? What do you mean?
A gull smashed into Annie's front door.
Stay and have something to eat before you start back, huh? I'd feel a lot better.
Would you want this coffee?
Eat on the table, honey.
I think you ought to stay the night, Melanie. We have an extra room upstairs.
The mom's like, mm-mm.
Well, if I go across to Santa Rosa, I'll come out on the freeway much earlier, won't I?
Yes, and the freeway is much quicker.
She's like, go.
Mitch?
That's a lot of birds.
Too many birds.
Cover your faces! Cover your eyes!
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You better cover like this. They think their hair is a nest, you know?
Yeah.
It would be confusing to them. I'd probably move to a room that they're not in, would be my next suggestion.
Shut the door
Yes.
as quickly as possible.
I had a psychology teacher in high school that still hated birds to that day because of
Because-
this movie.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Do you have a light burning or something?
Yes, but there wouldn't have been that much light going up the chimney.
Thanks.
Well, all right, but we've got to do something about it.
Do about what?
Well, the birds invaded the house.
What's more likely, they got in the room and was just panicked. That's
All right.
They ruined the house.
Yeah.
They came in right down the chimney.
Tell him about the party.
Some seagulls came down at the children. Miss Daniels was attacked by a gull only yesterday.
I mean, birds just don't go around attacking people without no reason.
These birds attacked.
I mean, does he really think that the scene he's seen is normal from birds?
Right?
I'll take Kathy up to bed. I think I should stay, don't you?
It would be nice if you could.
Good night, Lydia. Sure is peculiar.
I think if I was her, I'd just make my way back to San Francisco. Just get the heck out of there.
Is Mr. Fawcett around?
Ain't seen him this morning, but he ought to be in there.
Dan, are you home?
The birds got him.
They did.
It's like maybe you guys need to go with your son to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Just get out of the situation.
Shell, that wouldn't make this movie this movie.
It'd just be the end.
Yeah, that wouldn't be it'd be kind of anticlimactic.
Oh! 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 No! No!
Oh,
No!
man. Who was that, I wonder?
Yeah, she said his name. I don't know. Okay, let's not wreck getting back to the house.
Mother, what is it, dear? What's the matter?
She can't speak of it yet.
Al Malone, the deputy, just called. He wants me over at the Fawcett place. Would it be all right?
Yes. I was just taking your mother in some tea. Oh, be careful, please.
And you be careful.
Mitch?
No, it's me, Mrs. Brenner. I thought you might like some tea.
Thank you. Do you think Kathy's all right at the school?
Yes, I'm sure she's fine.
Do I sound very foolish to you?
Oh, no.
I keep seeing Dan's face. I lost my husband 4 years ago, you know. It's terrible how you depend on someone else for strength, and then suddenly all the strength is gone and you're alone. I miss talking to him. I'm glad he stayed here today. I feel safer with him here.
Would you like to rest now?
Don't go.
I love how no one even thinks of the possibility of maybe just going to the city. You know?
Shell, they're just not going to. You've got to accept it.
But it's not logical.
Because my son seems to be very fond of you, and I don't quite know how I feel about it.
It's really direct.
I like you or not.
Again, really direct for someone you just met.
Mitch is important to me. I want to like whatever girl he chooses.
And perhaps if you don't.
Then I don't think it'll matter very much to anyone but me. I don't want to be left alone. I don't think I can bear to be left alone.
I mean, your daughter's like 10, like...
Well, maybe like 15. I don't know. I can't tell that girl's age.
I think she's at least 12, like maybe 12.
Why don't you try to sleep now, Mrs. Brenner?
I wish I was stronger.
If I was her, I'd be like, Mitch is yours, man. Just gonna get out of here.
Would you like me to go for her?
I couldn't ask it. I feel so much better.
I'll go right now.
Melanie, thanks for the tea.
What are they learning in the school?
Russell T. Russell, run her home by the
What is this song they are singing? She combed her hair but once a year? They're plotting.
They are.
How does she never hear them, like, land right there?
That maybe the singing is supposed to cover that up.
Yeah, I guess so. She usually can hear them.
Oh.
Oh. It's time to run, girl.
Close that door quickly. Look, we've got to get the children out of here.
Miss Daniels would like to see how we conduct ourselves during a fire drill. Those of you who live nearby to go directly home. I want the rest of you to go down the hill all the way to the hotel.
These kids are so disappointed to have to leave school early.
I think they're getting ready to go to recess.
Well, true. It was the best part.
Run as quickly as you can.
What are these, raving birds? Run, kids. Listen, stop looking back and cover your eyes. Oh.
What about all the other kids?
They on their own. They're running.
Daddy, there were hundreds of them. No, I'm not hysterical. I'm trying to tell you this as calmly as I know how. Well, I think these were crows. I simply can't leave now, Daddy.
They're both perching birds, of course. The crow is Corvus brachyrhynchos. Blackbird is Euphagous cyanocephagus. Birds are not aggressive creatures, miss.
The end of the world.
What actually happened at the school?
Bunch of crows attacked the school kids. Thus saith the Lord God unto the mountains and the hills. Behold, I, even I. Ezekiel chapter 6.
That they may follow strong drink.
Isaiah chapter 5.
I hardly think a few birds are going to bring about the end of the world.
This young lady was hit by a gull only Saturday.
Would you ask them to lower their voices, please?
Like a gull's nearly capsized one of my boats, practically tore the skipper's arm off.
Scaring the kids. Keep
Gosh. It's a powerful bird.
It's the end of the world.
Gulls must have been after the fish.
Hurry up, children. Finish your lunch.
Are the birds gonna eat us, Mommy?
I keep telling you, this isn't a few birds.
I have never known birds of different species to flock together. Why, if that happened, we wouldn't have a chance. How could we possibly hope to fight them?
That mom.
Why don't you all go home? Lock your doors and windows. It's the fastest way to San Francisco.
The freeway, ma'am.
Finally, some woman. She knows what to do.
I got as fast as I could.
Well, I better get back to the cannery.
I don't want to be an alarmist about
No one
this.
ever said you were.
I think we're in real trouble. But I know it's here, and we'd be crazy to ignore it.
Bird war?
Yes, the bird war.
The bird war.
Mrs. Grundy said something about Santa Cruz flying in towards the lights.
We don't have any fog this time of year.
Uh-oh. I hear them. They're plotting.
Look.
Well, Melanie, you stay in here. Come on out.
Yep. Nope. I knew it. He's just gonna flick it, isn't he?
Don't drop that man! Get on there!
It's tough.
Oh.
Stuff's really hitting the fan now. And the bird. The bird.
Plotting it. Everything's going exactly according to plan.
The bird wars have begun.
Now we start our descent.
Like, execute order 66.
You're gonna take out the town.
It's total pandemonium.
Oh.
She's like, good luck, sir.
Yeah, it's like, oh, looks unfortunate.
Why are they staring at her like that?
Why are they doing this? They said when you got here the whole thing started. Who are you?
They're like, witch.
Queen of Refuge.
I think you're the cause of all this. I think you're evil. Evil!
My mistake.
I think they're going.
We can get Kathy at Annie's now.
Don't know if you want to go by that. Is that Annie?
Oh yeah, I think that's
Stay here, stay here.
the dark-haired woman.
Yeah.
Where's Kathy?
Evil birds.
Oh, don't leave her there, Mitch.
I actually was thinking that. You're gonna wake them. The car's definitely gonna get them up.
Not the best top of the car.
I mean, they're going through glass, so no. They're gonna peck right through that.
We heard the explosion and went outside to see what it was. Birds were everywhere. She pushed me inside.
Again, just like no thought to maybe leave town, you know?
Evacuate for a while.
Yeah, like it's a very small town. Everyone could evacuate because it's just, why stay right now?
Mitch, can I bring the lovebirds in here?
No!
They're in a cage.
They're birds, aren't they?
Let's leave them in the kitchen, huh, honey?
Yeah, I don't think anyone in this town's going to want pet birds.
After this.
I'm sick, Melanie. I'll go with you.
It's the little lovebirds, I think. No. It's more than that.
Yeah.
It's a lot more. Maybe also pick a room that has no entry, like a closet or,
And
something
shut
like
that door.
Yes.
Dang.
Like, what is with these birds?
Oh.
Okay. Stop fooling with that. Just let's go, man. Oh, he's trying to shut the thing. I'll put the clock in front of that. These birds woke up and chose violence.
Gosh.
Now they're coming right through the house.
They're going.
Are they? He keeps showing the roof.
Yeah.
I mean the ceiling. But the twist at the end is the lovebirds get them.
It was the lovebirds all along.
I think I would look into moving after this.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Oh, I heard a bird. Lady, just let it be. Just let it be. Like, especially if it's like behind a door. Don't open it. I mean. That's on you. That's on you.
I think this is the scene Alfred Hitchcock made her do like over and over and over again with like real or like things coming in. Like,
lady,
I think she was traumatized.
Yeah, I can see why. Okay, try to get out. And for starters, this is on you. This is why I said do not open the door. You were safe.
Shell is not merciful in these moments.
Well, it's just like when you do just straight up stupid things. Just threw in the towel.
Honey!
Melanie was just too curious. Melanie just had to open the door, didn't she?
Oh, poor thing. Poor thing.
Is it poor thing or stupid thing? I don't know why we opened the door.
Kathy, get some brandy.
No.
We've got to get her to a hospital. We'll go by way of Bay Hill Road, then we don't have to go through town. We'll take Melanie's car. That'll be faster than the truck.
At the end of the movie, they finally do what I advised a long time ago. Okay.
It's a lot of birds.
Think you're stuck. They're peaceful now?
guess if you're really slow.
This feels like an impossible situation.
It does.
Bodega Bay has been cordoned off by roadblocks. Most of the townspeople have managed to get out, but there's been some discussion as to whether the military should go in.
I want to point out that most of the town got out. Most of the town did what I advised to do. I mean, if you run one over.
Did you hear anything on the radio?
It's all right. Come on.
No. No.
Is that a cat?
It sounds like it.
Can a cat kill a crow?
Probably. Maybe.
No, I don't think. No, it's just a crow.
Yeah, it's just the sounds they make.
Where's the little girl?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can I bring the lovebirds, Mitch? They haven't harmed anyone.
Oh, all right, bring him.
I don't think anybody wants the birds right now.
No, I just think, like, just, you know, maybe save your life. The birds can fend for themselves. Maybe next time don't open the door that you know there's birds in.
Well, I mean, she heard a bird. She was just investigating.
Well, I wouldn't have opened the door.
I mean, how was she to know there was like 3,000 birds in there?
Well, have you not been paying attention? They don't come singular.
That's the birds.
Yeah, that was the Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Let me go ahead and give you my thoughts on this. They're kind of complex. Not really. The movie for me takes a little too long to get going, and I feel like Alfred Hitchcock, well, actually, he didn't write this. He just directed this, so that's worth pointing out. But it's like the story, I feel it was a little overcomplicated in the not overcomplicated, like I struggled to figure out what's going on. You just could have streamlined the process of the
Right.
relationships and things to get to the action that's the main centerpiece of this movie, anyways. So that's kind of my critique. I feel like once it gets going, it does get going. It just, for me, like that first 45 minutes, and I don't mind a slow burn. I mean,
Yeah.
that's worth pointing out. But in a slow burn, I've got to be interested enough. And I was struggling to be interested until the action begins about 45 minutes in.
Right.
So that's kind of my thoughts on it. And I would say that for me, let's see, we've watched 3 Alfred Hitchcock movies, Psycho, Rear Window, and now The Birds. And I feel like The Birds is almost like his most, I don't know, maybe it's Psycho, but it feels like the one when you think Alfred Hitchcock, people say The Birds. But for me, I liked it the least out of the 3 Alfred
Yeah, I
Hitchcocks
would
I
have
watched.
to agree. This was my least favorite of the 3.
I mean, it gets going. And it's interesting.
Right, it
and-
is interesting,
and
and I get it would have been like horrifying.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
definitely. Like it definitely would have, especially when this came out. For me, it just took a little too long to get going and a little too long for me to even care about the characters. Like I think they were going for creating kind of this weird, kind of eerie feel of like, why is everyone there? Who's this woman? But to me,
Right.
it complicated the story in a way that wasn't interesting. I don't know. I think they could have just cleaned up the first 45 minutes when I say cleaner, just a simpler story of these characters.
I think you just didn't love this one.
I didn't love. Well, I definitely did not love this one. It's a decent movie, and again, especially for its time, what he did, I'd be really interested if any of you have seen it sold in theaters, because I would say it was, again, as Natalie said, kind of horrifying for the time.
Yeah.
But like I said, from the 3 Alfred Hitchcock movies I've watched thus far, it was definitely my least favorite of it. With that being said, it's not like I hated it or anything. It was my least favorite of the 3 I've watched.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ditto what you said. I agree with a lot of that.
So you agree with like the first 40, like I don't know, had they just kept your interest a little more, like intrigued you a little more in those first 45 minutes, I feel like I could rate the movie better.
Yeah, it's true. So I'd probably give it like 3 hoots for me.
Okay.
And I know some of you guys are gonna come for me in the comments, but just know, and sometimes some days you enjoy a movie more than other days. Sometimes that's the case.
Well, and again, it's worth when we rate based on our level of enjoyment, not necessarily the quality of the movie.
Right.
So on my level of enjoyment, I'm gonna give this 3.5 hoots. It was okay. But again, it definitely was not my favorite Hitchcock, because I really enjoyed the other 2 Hitchcock movies we watched. I thought I see why he's such a big deal from those other 2 movies. And there's still like his flair and stuff on this that was good and I liked. but I give it a 3.5. So Natalie's a 3.
I'm a 3.
I'm a 3.5 for the birds. What do you guys think of the birds? Where do you kind of rank it in your Hitchcock movie? Do you feel like me? Like, do you like some of the others better than this one? Where does this rank for you? Did you see it in theaters? Did you grow up watching it? But share your thoughts below. And if you have not yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also give this video a thumbs up. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.